it appears we can do more than just manifest our favourite Resident Evil games into existence. What is up, guys? Andy here from Biohazard Declassified, and let's talk about GOG's all-important dream list.
Biohazard.
So this comes courtesy of GOG themselves. I was actually just looking through the Dino Crisis bundle that recently got announced and shadow dropped on the platform, which is really cool. This would mean that it's the fifth Capcom game in recent times, or fifth old school Capcom game in recent times that's been ported to GOG, ported to the PC version. And I noticed GOG Dream List down here, and actually opening up the page, you can go down. Code Veronica X is right at the top with 13,313. But what you can actually do is if you scroll down and go to Resident Evil Outbreak, you can wishlist Resident Evil Outbreak. And this got me and some of the more active fans of the community thinking. GOG have done amazing stuff with Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3 and with Dino Crisis 1 and 2 in bringing them back as modern platforms. Is it out of the realms of possibility that they can bring Outbreak File 1 and 2 back? I mean, there are some technical hurdles that they're going to have to overcome. For example, this was only ever released on the PS2 version. So it'd be very interesting to see how they kind of reverse engineer old school PlayStation 2 games. Remember, Outbreak didn't get ported to anything else outside the PlayStation 2, as well as the online facility. Like, how do they go about that? How do they emulate the online facility like PCSX2 does it with the Observe private servers? But I think the concept of it is very interesting. I'm sure if there's enough upvotes on it, they can, look to commission a project, a small test of that, of Resident Evil Outbreak or Outbreak File 2. As I said, they've obviously got a very unique and special relationship with Capcom, and Capcom trust GOG at this point to program older Resident Evil games to their platform. So I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility, absolutely. But one of the more esteemed members of the community, Mr. Sonny Bauer, actually comes up with a fantastic point. So Project Parasol originally was talking about the this in particular in the Dream List, and it got hella upvotes on it actually. So this probably why these numbers are just substantially higher than other games. But Sonny actually reposted it and said the GOG Dream List is just that, any game you dream to have. Actually getting it may not be possible. There are no PC ports of Outbreak or Outbreak File 2, nor are any for Code Veronica X. We'll hold Code Veronica X for the moment because you can potentially achieve something by maybe reverse engineering one of the modern ports like PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360 port. But he absolutely nails it on the head that GOG doesn't do console emulation as far as I know, so let's not get too hasty, RE fan. And that's absolutely right. Like, Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3 and Dino Crisis 1 and 2 were based on the PC ports. Effectively, what they've employed is just a wrapper that goes on top of the original PC ports that were released back in the day on Windows 98, Windows 2000, etc. Put a wrapper on top to make them compatible with modern hardware. It's a little bit more technical if we've then got to take that one step further with PlayStation 2 emulation, as well as PlayStation 2 online emulation, which is a completely different ballgame. It's like complication upon complication. Then they've got to get it running steady. Then they've got to host a server. There's so many more things they're going to have to do to bring Resident Evil Outbreak to the forefront once again. But let's be honest, if anyone's going to do it at this point, Capcom aren't in a rush to even bring their old games to modern consoles, but they certainly don't mind GOG doing it. So if anybody right now in the entire world that can bring Outbreak File 1 and 2 back, it has to be GOG. I don't know how, I don't know if, and it's definitely requires somebody who is substantially smarter than I am, but there is a hairline of hope that this could be a project for the future. But let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. Do you see GOG porting Resident Evil Outbreak File 1 and 2 to the PC platform? Let us know in the comment section. But as ever, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully we'll We'll see you in the next one.